Hi everyone. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find all the lessons on eplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 9 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter solve equations. The lessons we're going to cover today are solve advanced linear equations, solve equations with variable on both sides, find the number of solutions, solve linear equation word problems. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. On grade 9 math, let's just start with the lesson that is solve the advanced linear equations. R plus 10 divided by -1 equals -1. So you have to multiply -1 both sides. So just you have to do the inverse operations, right? You have to undo the operation in the equation. The first thing we need to remove that -1 from here. So opposite to division is multiplication. You have to multiply -1 both sides. So you're left with r plus 10 equals 1. Now you have to subtract 10 both sides. So 10 minus 10 is 0 and 1 minus 10 is -9. So r equals -9. Let's just start with the test questions. Z minus 16, Z equals 15. So just collect the like terms. Z minus 16Z is -15Z equals 15. Divide both sides by 15 by -15. -15 and -15 cancel out each other. So you are left with Z equals -1. Option number one is the correct option, that is -1. -1 equals -3 divided by b. That is b equals 3. Option number one is the correct option. Three times k plus minus -1 equals -12. So divide both sides by 3. That is the first thing you have to do. K plus -1, -12 over 3. 3 and 3 cancel out. K plus -1 equals -4. So k equals -4 plus 1. K equals -3. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is k equals -3. Option number 2 is the correct option. V minus 15 divided by 2 equals 2. So which is the correct option? That is 22. Option number 1 is the correct option. So that is 19. Okay, you can complete the lesson yourself for today. Let me just move into next lesson. The next lesson is solve equations with variables on both sides. 6 minus 2m equals negative 3m. So just solve for the variable m, that is m equals negative 6. Let's just start with the test questions. Negative 3u plus 9 equals 6u. So solve for u. Negative 3u plus 9 equals 6u. 9 equals 6u plus 3u. 9u equals 9. U equals 1. That is u equals 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. W plus 9 equals 4w minus 9. So let's just solve it for the isolate the variable on one side. That is 9 plus 9 equals 4w minus 2w. So 2w equals 18. Divide them by 2. W equals 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Negative 1 plus 4t equals 3t plus 9. So move the variable on one side and numbers on the one side, right? Negative 1, negative 9 equals 3t minus 4t. Negative 10 equals negative 2t minus 1t. So t equals 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number one is the correct option. Eight y equals 8 plus 10y. 8y minus 10y equals 8. Negative 2y equals 8. That is y equals negative 4. Option number two is the correct option. F equals 3 plus f. F equals 3. Option number one is the correct option. Negative 3v equals 10 minus 4d. D equals 10. Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is find the number of solutions. Is this equation an identity? Identity 8r equals 8r plus 1. So identity means 8r equals 8r plus 1. When you solve the equation 0 equals 1, that is false. That means the equation has no solution. Let's just start with the test questions. Is this equation an identity? 1 plus 7w equals 7w. 1 equals 7w minus 7w, that is 1 equals 0. No, that is not an identity. The correct option is no, that is not an identity. Is an equation an identity? Negative s plus 2s equals negative 4. S equals negative 4. Yes, that is an identity. No? Okay, identity is the one when both sides are exactly equal, right? Is this equation an identity? 4t minus 3t equals 8. That is t equals 8. One solution. Option number 2 is the correct option. Is this equation an identity? No solution. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is this equation an identity? No solution. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is this equation an identity? One solution. Option number two is the correct option. Is this equation an identity? No solution. Option number one is the correct option. Is this equation an identity? Yes. Both sides are exactly equal when you solve. 7k equals 7ak. That means that has infinitely many solutions. Option number three is the correct option. Is this equation an identity? Yes, it is infinitely many solutions. No solution. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is solve linear equations, both problems. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Correct team building cost. Event cost $10 plus an additional one per attendee. How many attendees can be there at most? If the budget for the corporate team building event is $36. So let's just write down the equation. $10 that is 36 equals 1 time A is the attendees and plus 10 because we have 10 for each attendee. So A plus 10 equals 36. So A equals okay, let's just do the next one. 26 it is. Karen has already jarred 7 liters of jam and will jar an additional 6 liters of jam every day. How much jam did Karen jar if she spent 7 days making the jam? Okay, so 7 liters of jam. Let's just write down the equation. And will jar an additional 6 liters of jam every day. So how much jam did how much jam did Karen jar if she spent 7 days making jam? Okay, so that means 6 times 7 because he already did jam and an additional of 6 liters jam. And if she already spent 7 days making the jam, here we have 6, not 7. You need to solve 7 times 6 is 42 and 42 plus 7 is 49. So that means in 7 days, he can jar 49 jars, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 49. Okay, the next one is Pam already has 22 plants in her backyard. If she can grow one plant with every seed packet she uses with 14 seed packets, how many plants can Pam have in her backyard? So, which is the correct option? Kids, how many total can Pam have in her backyard? So he already has planted 22 plants, right? So 14 with every seed, he can grow one plant with every seed packet, right? So that means 22 he already have, and with one seed plant, one packet, he can grow one plant. So he have to 14 packets. So 14 plus 22 makes 36. So that means he can grow total of 36 plants. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Okay, so we were working on grade 9 math. The chapter we were working on is solve equations. The lessons we have covered today are solve advanced linear equations, solve equations with variable on both sides, find the number of solutions, solve linear equation word problems. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons. We just take that as your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the question in the chat box and here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please ask questions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.